Hello everyone, thank you for coming to my channel. This post or this video is going to be about the Venus retrograde that is going to happen in Scorpio on October 6th. And I just want to explain what is a Venus retrograde, what to expect, and how to get through it in the best way. And the music in the background that I have playing is relaxation music. It's a Venus frequency and a healing frequency. So I hope you enjoyed that. So I'm going to be reading from 3 different blogs. The first blog is from starsignstyle.com. And basically they write on October, Venus will make an about turn, just like Mercury does, like the Mercury retrogrades. But this is so much better. Why? Why? Because while Mercury rules the mind, emails, communication, commerce, and the dry stuff, Venus is money, friendship, love, and pleasure, romance, fashion, affection, intimacy, sweet moments, and the girly things. Sugar, spice, everything nice. They're all ruled by the goddess Venus. Money and your bank account too. Okay, so a lot of things are ruled by this planet, and this planet is going to be going retrograde. So all of those things that I just mentioned are going to be affected. So as of right now, Venus is in the shadow phase. That started on September 3rd in Libra, and it appears to go retrograde on October 6th in Scorpio, which is a very deep and emotional planet. So a lot of lovey-dovey energy and a lot of passion and expression and emotions during this time. It's going to be exciting. Okay, so we talked about it going retrograde. Venus re-enters Libra November 1st. So it's going to go retrograde in Scorpio and then move towards Libra on November 1st. And it will appear to go direct November 16th in Libra. And Venus clears the shadow phase December 17th in Scorpio. Oh my gosh. So we are in the shadow phase now. Like, it started at the beginning of September. So this is a really intense time where, a lot of things, tangible things, relationships are going to be shifting and changing, and it's just going to be a crazy time, but also an exciting time. So what is Venus retrograde? Just like the notorious Mercury retrograde cycles, Venus retrograde is at its core an illusion, which indicates the planet is backpacking through the zodiac wheel. Venus appears retrograde around once every 18 months, while Mercury appears retrograde 3 times a year roughly. So it doesn't happen as much as Mercury, but it obviously happens. So the best way to think of any retrograde period is to see the planet's path becoming very busy. For example, when Mercury goes retrograde, the communications, because that's what's affected most during Mercury retrograde, communications. So the communication highway gets super active. That's why mistakes are occurring through Mercury matters. commerce, short journeys, and exchange, because everything is traveling at lightning speed. There are more cars on the road, more metaphorically speaking. For the Venus retrograde period, let's envision a social occasion rather than a rapid stream of traffic. Imagine a popular restaurant getting twice as busy, passions running high, and the kitchen gets heated, especially with Venus in scorching Scorpio. So yes, expect the passions to be extremely high and people expressing their emotions more easily, so to speak. Like, you know, people will have an easier time expressing how they feel towards you or how they feel towards anything that they care about. Back to the, you know, the social setting in the restaurant. Everyone's getting a bit flustered in front. People can't see the waiter and the cracks are beginning to show. So just imagine like being in a restaurant and it's super busy. It's like rush hour time. And if you work in like fast food, just think about rush hour time, like when everybody comes. Yeah, it's like you don't have time to really think about what you're doing. You just have to like do it and go and go and go. And people get mad, mistakes are made, just because people want what they want and they're passionate about it. So that's going to be Venus in retrograde. Instead of it being communications, it's going to be emotions and what people love and value. Like, people are going to be passionate about a certain thing or passionate about a certain person. So it's going to be wild, but it's going to be crazy and exciting. Okay. So that's going to be Venus retrograde. It's not communication that's getting thrown off balance. It's our sensual and sociable nature. What we value is coming under scrutiny, and people are contemplating, reflecting, and reviewing what and who they love and how they show affection, flirt, and attract a mate. If you hear people complaining during a Mercury retrograde that they messaged the wrong person and lost their mobile phone during a Venus retrograde, listen for the outlandish declarations of love and watch for extravagant purchases made on a whim. So be careful, you guys. Love is going to be in the air. People are going to be expressing it. You know, what are some things that people love? People love things like possessions, and people love people and animals and, you know, things like that. So people are going to be buying, especially now since like the holiday season is approaching. Definitely see a lot of people just going all out, trying to go all out for the holiday season. So be mindful of that as well. Okay, so who will feel it most? Star sign style says Taurus, Libra, and Scorpios. So Venus ruled things fall under the two zodiac signs, Taurus and Libra. So these signs are particularly sensitive to Venus retrograde. Don't forget to consider your rising, moon, and Venus signs. And I might post a link for you guys to click on so that you guys can get an idea of what your rising, moon, and Venus sign is, like how to find it. If you want to put your information in there, they will tell you, but you need to know your birth time. Because if you don't, it won't be as accurate. You can put that you were born at noon if you don't know, but it won't be as accurate if you really were born like at night and you put at noon. you might get a different like rising sign than your actual rising sign, and that might like affect things. It might not be as accurate. So yeah, I might do that for you guys on the description bar. So Taurus rules the senses. Beautiful scents, pleasing art, scenes, and landscapes, valuables, material wealth, riches, and the assets in which to indulge. So, like, you know, I said earlier, people are going to be like wanting to like show off, like express themselves emotionally and with money. So Tauruses are really going to be affected, really going to be wanting to, you know, express themselves that way, you know, because Venus connects very much so with Taurus. Also Libra. I have Libra and Taurus in my chart. This will be very interesting for me. So Libra rules fashion, beauty, social graces, and partnerships, including marriage. So I already know, like, oh, and the fact that Venus is going to be in Scorpio, it's like exes are going to be trying to come back, and I have to be mindful of the fact that I'm going to be really affected by this retrograde and how I express myself and what I do and what I purchase and how I go about, you know, everyday life. So yes, okay, let's scroll down. Okay, so Taurus is akin to second house matters in astrology, where we find value in our personal power, also linked to money. And Libra is the seventh house, how we relate to others and balance two egos harmoniously, although the houses do not mirror the signs per se. So yes, okay. In our natal chart, Venus represents our inner goddess. What we like to buy and spend money on, and how we dress up to attract a partner, the style in which we flirt, even how we draw friends and lovers in with our unique feminine style. Where is Venus transiting your natal charts? Does it aspect your Venus or another planet, your ascendant, your midheaven? So yes, when you go to your natal chart, if you decide to, you know, put your information in, and they'll like, basically they give you a printout of how the sky looked when you were born and where the planets were at the exact moment you were born. So it gives you an idea of who you are. So definitely not only look to see if Taurus is in these signs, your sun, your moon, your rising, your Venus especially. If you have like a Taurus or a Libra and Venus, it's going to affect you big time. Okay, so next we're going to get into another blog by astrobutterfly.com. This blog states that even if every Venus retrograde is different, Venus retrograde cycles follow a clear pattern. Now listen to this. Unlike other retrogrades like Mercury retrogrades or Mars retrogrades, Venus retrogrades are very cyclical, like a beautiful flower pattern. Venus cycles repeats, in fact, 5 times over a period of 8 years. Each Venus retrograde is a repetition of the Venus retrograde that happened 8 years ago, 16 years ago, and so on. Every 8 years, Venus goes back to the same area of your chart. So, the last time we had this retrograde was October 2018. No, I'm sorry, it's it's October 2018 now. The last time we had this retrograde was October 2010. Venus retrograde activated the same area of your chart. What happened back then in your life? Check your diary, look in your social media feed, or search your mailbox to find out what was going on in your life. Okay, so I am going to get the cards ready, and I am going to shuffle for what the universe wants you to know, any helpful tips that the universe has for you, or your spirit guides have for you. Also, your direction, where you're going, and the clarity card for you. So I'll be back with the cards and we'll get into your reading, okay? Okay, you guys, so I got the cards ready. I'm going to pray over them and then we're going to get started on the reading for all signs and the messages that Spirit wants you to know. And a daily tip to help you through this Venus retrograde. Okay. Universe, I pray that you guide me through this reading and it resonates with each person, allowing them to find a positive message for their life and create their own path of happiness, love, and tranquility. Okay, Aries, you are first. What are the energies that Spirit wants you to know during this Venus retrograde in Scorpio? What does Spirit want you to know during this Venus retrograde? All Aries. 2, 3. Oh my goodness. You have the Devil, Strength, and the Empress. So, from what I get from this is Spirit wants you to understand that you might want to self-indulge at this time. Spirit knows that you might feel trapped to something, or you feel like something has a hold on you. Spirit knows that for you at this time. But Spirit is telling you to be strong, Aries. This is your time to show your power and be who you are and show everyone that fire energy you possess. And understand your beauty. You are beautiful, Aries, and connect to nature. This will help you. And connect to your family and women around you and meditate. This is what Spirit is guiding, the messages Spirit has for you at this time. So, let's look into your direction. What is the direction for Aries during this Venus retrograde in Scorpio? What is the direction for Aries? And the 5 of Cups popped out. So, you might be walking away from something that's emotional to you. Let's get clarity for the 5 of Cups for Aries. Definitely see you walking away from something. It is clarified by the 5 of Clubs, which talks about new friends, new marriage, and new love. So whatever this is that it has this hold on you, your direction is walking away from it. And what is it going to attract to you? New friends, new marriage, new love interest. You're going down the right path. And Spirit is telling you to stay strong and know who you are. Stay beautiful. You know, tell yourself every day that you're beautiful. And be strong within yourself. Because whatever you're walking away from, you invested a lot of time into. But it's okay. Because it's clarified by the 5 of Clubs. New things are coming to you. You may not even realize it, but they are coming. So that is the messages, and I have a little tip for you, Aries, during this time that will help you. And I'm getting my tips from elitedaily.com. For the sign of Aries, I have: take care not to let your overwhelming passions for someone supersede your safety and mental health. Like this. Avoid getting involved in an addicting or toxic relationship. Don't sacrifice your well-being for the sake of your lover. Be mindful of rushing into making a huge commitment to someone, okay? But it seems like you're going to be walking away from the things that are toxic to you. You're not going to be putting up with it. Or at least this is what the energies are telling you. So, Aries, I hope you enjoy the messages that Spirit has for you. And I hope your Venus retrograde time is a time that will help you, enlighten you, and these new friends, new love interests, new marriage brightens your world up even more. Okay, Aries, thank you. Hello, Taurus, you are next. So we're going to get into the messages that Spirit has for you during this Venus retrograde in Scorpio. So Spirit, what are the messages that you have for Taurus? Okay, so this card flipped over and this card popped out. I'm going to take it. We have the Empress card and the Strength card. These cards came out for Aries. Okay, so it's saying the same thing. Be strong and love yourself. This is basically what you have to focus on. Just be strong within yourself and get back to nature. Love yourself. Get close to the people around you that you care about. Make sure they know that you love them and you remind them, and be strong within yourself. Have inner balance within yourself and self-control. That's what Spirit is telling you to do. So let's get into your direction. What is going to be the direction for Taurus during this Venus in Scorpio, this Venus retrograde in Scorpio? What is the direction for Taurus? Okay. We have two cards that popped out. This one popped out and this one slid out. We have the Knight of Wands and the Five of Pentacles. So the Knight of Wands is rushing into something. This is fire energy, and either someone's coming to you or you're going to someone. Also, the Five of Pentacles, which talks about being left out in the cold and not feeling maybe loved or cared for. So this is a earth sign card, so maybe you might be feeling like this, but something's coming in. Something is rushing into you. Let's get some clarity on these cards. Okay. What is the clarity for the Knight of Wands and the Five of Pentacles for Taurus during this Venus in retrograde season in the sign of Scorpio? What are the messages for the Knight of Wands and the Five of Pentacles for Taurus during Venus retrograde in Scorpio? What is the clarity messages for the Knight of Wands and the Five of Pentacles for Taurus during this? Something popped out. We have the Jack of Clubs, which is a fire sign. This is a reliable friend. So someone's coming in for you to help you if you are starting to feel left out, someone's coming in, and this is a reliable friend who's coming in to help you, to guide you, to make you feel the love that you might be feeling that you're lacking from maybe a person, or you're not giving the love to yourself, or you're being left out in the cold by someone. If someone's making you feel this way, someone's rushing in during this time, and it's a fire sign, and they're reliable, so don't worry. Spirit is saying, stay controlled. Don't go over the top because of this. Spirit is saying, stay in control and know who you are, and surround yourself with people that love you, and this reliable person is going to come and get you out of this rut, so to speak. Okay, so I'm going to leave off with a tip for you, Taurus, to help you during this time. From Elite Daily, they write, don't start a relationship with someone just because you're feeling lonely. Okay, if this is someone coming in to, if you're feeling lonely, and someone's coming in, your tip is don't get into a relationship with them. Wait for someone worthwhile. Maybe you decided to get in a relationship and it didn't work out, and someone's coming in worthwhile. Or if this is the person that's coming in, it's best not to get into a relationship with them and just wait. If your partner is being inconsiderate, don't allow them to walk all over you. Don't allow them to make you feel like this. Harmony isn't more important than your self-respect. Don't stretch yourself thin trying to keep a failing relationship together. So Taurus, if you're in a relationship and you're feeling like this, it's not worth it. Know who you are. Have that inner strength within you to know that you're beautiful, and know that you're a good person. You deserve better. If this is the person you're in a relationship with and they're rushing in, you need time to yourself. You need time to get back to this energy. You don't need to be with someone that is rushing in. But it is clarified by a reliable friend. So this might be the person to help you if you're feeling like this. So don't worry, the universe got your back. All right? So those are the messages for you, Taurus. I hope you have an amazing Venus retrograde and you learn some very valuable things and jewels are given to you. Okay? Hello, Gemini. I am going to get into the energies or the messages that Spirit has for you, Gemini, during this Venus retrograde and Scorpio season. So, Spirit, what are the messages you have for Gemini during this Venus retrograde and Scorpio season? What do you want Gemini to know? Spirit, what are the messages for Gemini during this Venus retrograde in Scorpio? Oh my gosh, 3 cards. Wow. So the first card is the Fool. So definitely get ready for a new start, and just be spontaneous with the new start that's coming for you. Don't be so afraid to take a risk. And yeah, that's the first card. The second card is the Strength card. So remain balanced. Even though you're the Spirit is saying take a risk on something, get ready for a new chapter. Spirit is also telling you to remain balanced. Why? The Wheel of Fortune. Because everything's changing for you. You're gonna have good luck on your side. Stay optimistic. Remain balanced. Remain self-controlled. But get ready to take a risk because you have a new chapter coming. So those are the messages from Spirit. So what is your direction? Where will you be going during this time? What are the energies for Gemini as far as their direction during this Venus in retrograde season in Scorpio? What is the direction for the Gemini during this Venus retrograde in Scorpio season? What is the Gemini's direction during this Venus? Ooh, the Ace of Cups wanted to pop out. Well, not wanted to pop out, but I saw it. What is the direction for Gemini? Oh my gosh. I can't take all of these cards. What is the direction for Gemini? What is the direction for Gemini during this Venus in retrograde season in Scorpio? What is the direction for Gemini? Oh my gosh. All these cards. I can't take all these cards. One card, universe, for Gemini. One card, please. Good energy for so far, Gemini. One card, please, for Gemini. For the direction, their direction. What is Gemini's direction? Okay. I got two. Okay, Gemini. So the two cards that popped out were the Eight of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles. So it seems as if you're walking away from something, which is good. You're getting ready for your new chapter, and which kind of means walking away from the old, something that you put a lot of time into. And it seems like you might be approached by a Knight of Pentacles. So someone that's stable, someone that wants to offer you something. It might be work, it might be love, but definitely someone coming to you. Let's get some clarity on the Knight of Pentacles and the Eight of Cups for Gemini. Can we get clarity? Okay. Something flipped over. So, the Two of Clubs flipped over, and that talks about gossip, opposition in life, and disappointments. So, this may be what you're walking away from. All these people talking, the disappointments, the time you put into something and it didn't turn into nothing, the ups and downs. You're walking away from that. This clarifies both of these cards. So, Spirit is saying things are turning in your favor for the good for you, Gemini. Remain strong. Get ready for your new chapter. And you're walking away from all of that. You're walking away from, you're ignoring the gossip, the disappointments. Yeah, you've had them. We've all had disappointments. But you're not going to let it hold you down. And the oppositions in life, if you put in all this hard work with something and it didn't turn out too much, you are walking away. And this Knight is coming in. It might be a friend or a possible lover, but they're coming in to offer you something. And Spirit says it's all connected to your new chapter. Remain balanced, have self-control, but definitely be ready for something different. Be spontaneous. So I would say that Spirit is telling you to take the offer. Have self-control. Take the offer because the wheel is turning in your favor. Okay, I'm going to leave you with a lasting tip from Elite Daily to help you during this time as well. Okay, for Gemini, it says, don't be too available for a lover who isn't available for you. Okay? That kind of connects with this self-control. Keep true love on your mind and don't settle for anything less. Walk away from anything less, okay? Avoid overindulging in sugary or unhealthy foods. This could be you walking away from that too. Don't have sex with just anybody. Sex with someone who carries toxic energy could have a negative impact on your psyche. So definitely walk away from those energies. Don't indulge in none of that stuff. And don't be too available for someone who isn't available for you. If you're hitting people up and they're ignoring you, focus on yourself. Really, that's all you need to be worried about. Focus on you. Remain in control of your emotions, of who you are. Be ready to take risks because it's your time, Gemini, and an offer's coming for you. So those are the messages for your sign during this Venus retrograde. I hope you enjoyed it, and that is all for you, Gemini. Hello, Cancer. How are you? We are going to get into the messages that Spirit has for you during this Venus retrograde season in Scorpio. Okay, so Spirit, what are the messages that you have for the sign of Cancer during this Venus in retrograde season in Scorpio? Spirit, what are the messages that you have for Cancer during this Venus? Okay, that one fell out. The message that Spirit has for you is to remain focused, remain empowered, keep the drive. So whatever you're focused on right now, Cancer, Spirit is telling you to stay in that. You know, Venus in Scorpio will bring up a lot of passions that we have. So if you're passionate about something right now, Cancer, and you're like putting it off or not really focusing on it, Spirit is telling you to get on it. It's time to focus on that. If you're passionate about something, if you want to start something, get into that drive. Start it. If you already started it, it's already begun, Spirit is telling you continue. This is where you need to be. This is what you need to be doing. Okay? Remain empowered. Have self-control. Don't get over the top with it and start, oh, okay, well, I'm going to really get into it. I'm going to spend all this. No. Have self-control, but stay focused, okay? And definitely don't overindulge. Don't overdo it. Remain controlled, but definitely keep that drive. Okay, let's see where your direction. What is the direction for Cancer during this Venus in retrograde in Scorpio season? What is the direction for Cancer during this Venus retrograde in Scorpio season? What is the direction for Cancer during this Venus retrograde in Scorpio season? What is the direction for Cancer? One card, two cards came out. Okay, so the two cards that fell down were the Page of Wands and the Four of Cups. So the Page of Wands talks about a young person that is inspired to do something, create something. Just very young, immature energy. And the Five of Cups, which talks about you not being satisfied with an offer being brought to you, or it might be an expression of love, or something that's offered to, something that's given to you. You're not kind of feeling like it's the best thing. You're like, I don't want that. So let's get some clarity on these two cards. What is the clarity? Can I get a clarity card for the Page of Wands and the Four of Cups for Gemini? Clarity card for the Page of Wands and the Four of Cups for Gemini. Okay. Two cards came out. Okay, so we have the King of Diamonds, which represents a stubborn, influential man. So that definitely connects with this card. Someone that's stubborn. And we have the Jack of Diamonds, which represents a relatively young man who is dishonest or unreliable. So these are two energies. And I feel like this card connects to this. Okay, Cancer, so my memory got full. Anyways, let's get back to your reading. So yes, I feel like the King of Diamonds, which talks about, represents a stubborn, influential man, clarifies the Four of Cups. Because this is a person that looks stubborn. So if you are feeling this way about a certain project, something at work, or how you're feeling emotionally at this time about someone, an offer, the universe is saying, stay focused, give it a try, put some drive to it, be empowered. Don't get into this energy of, oh, I don't want this. Spirit is like, no, have some self-control. Yeah, you may not want it, or you don't think it's enough for you, but control yourself and remain focused on the bigger goal. Okay, we also have the Page of Wands, and I feel that the Page of Wands is clarified by the Jack of Diamonds, which talks about, represents a relatively young and dishonest and unreliable person. So if this is a person you know, or if this is the energy that you are embodying, universe is saying get out of that and get in focus on what you need. These energies are definitely going to be surrounding you, Cancer, but Spirit is saying get in focus, get in drive on what you want. Don't let these energies take control of you during this time. You don't need that. You need to stay focused on what you want, because these people are always going to be around. And why are they in our lives? These people come in our lives to get us off focus, to let us release the drive we have, to let that go. Why? Because they don't have any drive for themselves. They don't have any focus for themselves. So they want you to follow them. You're a crab. Don't let the other crabs, or in this case, earth, fire, whomever, pull you down. You're above that. Rise above that. Keep your drive about you. Stay focused on what your mission is, on what you want. Don't let these people make you feel like what you're doing isn't good enough, what you're creating isn't good enough. The offers that are presented to you aren't what you deserve. Don't be stubborn about the offer. Focus on what you need to focus on. Okay, so that's your message. And I'm going to leave you with a lasting tip from Elite Daily. Okay, this tip will help you during this time as well, Cancer. So the tip is, be careful with who you share your body with, okay? That's also talking about self-control. Sexual deviances could result in heartbreak if you're not careful. So if this is a love offer and you're turning it down, that could be a good thing. It could be Spirit saying remain focused on what you're doing, and if this is a love offer, you know, it's okay to turn it down. If you're in a relationship, avoid temptation to cheat on your partner. So if this is someone coming in and you're in a relationship, you're definitely not taking it, which is good. Avoid letting childhood nostalgia impede your work. Okay, so definitely you might want to be reckless. You might want to get off focus. You might want to do the stuff you were doing when you were younger, and around this time, like, okay, I'm going to take a break, and your break lasts for 2 weeks and you don't ever get back on your work and you procrastinate. Don't let this energy stop you from what you have planned for yourself, okay? Don't invest your happiness in the approval of your family, okay, Cancer? So if this is family telling you, making you feel like, what path are you going? That's not gonna make any money. That's not gonna help us. You need to focus on something else. You need to change your, what are you going to do with yourself? Because that's not good enough. Don't let people make you feel like this about what you love and what you want, the path you want to go on in your life. Because Spirit is backing you. Spirit is saying this is the path for you. Don't get off focus, okay? So, Cancer, those are the messages for you. I hope you enjoyed them, and I hope they are going to help you during this time. Hello, Leo, how are you? We are going to get into the messages that Spirit has for you during this Venus in retrograde season of Scorpio. So, Spirit, what are the messages for Leo during this Venus retrograde in Scorpio season? What are the messages you have for Leo? Okay. This card flipped over. These two fell out. I'm taking them all. So, we have the Chariot card, which talks about being empowered, having drive, remaining focused on something. And we also have the Moon card, which talks about secrets and strange passions and emotions. And we have the Hermit card. So this talks about withdrawing from everything, going within, meditation, wisdom. So what I'm getting from this, Spirit is telling you that whatever you have going on, whatever you're focused on, definitely don't express it. Keep it something that's, you know, that you have for yourself. It's not the time to tell the world what you're focused on, what you have going for yourself. Definitely meditate, and Spirit will be speaking to you more as you meditate. You're going to be feeling very intuitive. You're going to have a lot of wisdom to share, and this is the time for you to withdraw from people. Don't get so, you know, caught up in what everyone else is doing and trying to catch up on everyone. This is the time for you to go within and focus on what you need to focus on. And we're not expressing, you know, what it is that we're focused. Don't tell everyone. Keep it a secret. Keep it within. So Spirit is telling you that at this time. So let's go into your direction. What is the direction for Leo during this Venus in Scorpio. See, this Venus in retrograde in Scorpio season. What is the direction for Leo? So Leo, we have the Four of Swords. So this definitely connects with the Hermit card, which is going within, taking rest. This is not a time to be, you know, going out and about. Even though you as a Leo, you love to do that, this is the time to get all the rest you need, meditate, go within. Definitely. We're going to clarify the Four of Swords, which it really doesn't need clarity, but we're going to do that anyways. So let's get some clarity for the Four of Swords. Okay. Okay, so to clarify the Four of Swords, we have the Nine of Clubs, which talks about achievements, new boyfriend or girlfriend, and a secret admirer. So you might be dating or achieving something really great, or having secret admirers all around you. And because you are so self-assured in yourself and resting, and you're not like out and about and expressing it, you're gonna have these achievements come to you. And definitely keep it a secret. You know, if you're dating someone new, don't be so expressive and telling everyone, oh my gosh, I have a new boyfriend or a new girlfriend, and this is them, here's a picture of them, we went on this date, and da-da-da. No, this is not what Spirit believes is best for you. Spirit is like, keep your achievements, new love to yourself, get your rest, meditate, but stay focused on what you want. Okay, Leo? So the last tip I have for you is from Elite Daily, and this will also help you during this Venus retrograde time. Okay, so the tip for you is take care not to become too codependent in a relationship. Don't allow parental figures to manipulate you. Avoid conflict with your family. So definitely that rings true with this card and this card. Avoiding conflict with your family. Withdrawing, okay? Keeping secrets. This is the time to keep the secrets to yourself. Don't be so codependent. Get the rest you need. Withdraw. Be with yourself. Don't use your charisma to persuade people into doing your bidding, okay? We're not going to do that. Avoid talking your way into a situation you aren't prepared to deal with. So, this isn't the time to use your sunlight on people to get them to do what you want. We're not going to manipulate people. I'm saying we because I have Leo in my chart. We're going to avoid conflicts with family. We're going to not divulge everything we have. And we're going to stay focused on whatever goals or achievements or new love that's coming in. Okay, Leos? So, those are the messages for you during this Venus retrograde time. I hope you appreciate them, and thank you for watching. Hello, Virgo. We are going to get into what Spirit has for you, what messages they have for you during this Venus retrograde in Scorpio time. So, Spirit, what are the messages for Virgo during this Venus in retrograde time in Scorpio? And these two cards popped out for you, Virgo. I love saying your sign, Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. I love saying it. Okay, so the messages Spirit has for you is justice, which talks about being fair, being honest, and rules. And you have the Star card, which talks about making a wish, healing. So there have been something involving the justice system, or something involving there having to be a fair outcome. So whatever you are wishing for, there is going to be a just outcome that comes from it. It's going to be honest. It's going to be fair to you. That's what I'm getting from these two cards, okay? So the universe is just telling you to continue to heal and remain honest, remain fair, okay? The wish that the wish that you want, you're going to get, the fair outcome, okay? So let's get the direction for Virgo during this Venus retrograde and Scorpio season. What is the direction for Virgo? Okay, so we have these 6 of Swords. So that refers to walking away from something, just getting your bags and going. You're done. Let's clarify it, because maybe that's what you're healing from. Spirit is telling you to heal now. It's time to heal, and there will be a fair outcome, okay? So definitely walking away from something, maybe a mindset, a thought, just changing your mind and doing something totally different, leaving. Spirit says to heal, and fairness will come, okay? Let's clarify the 6 of Swords for Virgo. Can I get clarity for the 6 of Swords for Virgo during Venus retrograde? Okay, so we got the 4 of Spades, which talks about illness, bad business, bad money, bad broken promises. You're leaving that. This is the clarity. Whatever you were going through, you're leaving it. Spirit says heal, and justice will come. Fairness will come in your favor. But definitely leave that situation. It has nothing but bad energy wrapped around it. You don't need it. Whatever wishes you want, justice will come and prevail. Heal. Fairness will be balanced for you in this situation, okay? So that's what I got for the cards. Also, an additional tip I have from Elite Daily states that for Virgo, don't waste your charm on people who aren't worth your time. What is this card telling you? It's a waste of time. Avoid involving yourself in mind games. I see you leaving that. You're leaving the mind games. This is a very mental card. So if someone is trying to manipulate you and like trick you into something, you're not going for it. Aim for honesty and integrity instead of deceitfulness. That's what Spirit is telling you. Remain honest. Head towards this energy. Heal. Definitely heal from whatever this caused you, but remain honest. Don't lose your integrity. Remember that extravagance could cost you more than you bargained for. Don't sacrifice true love for the sake of stability. Okay? okay? So someone could be just trying to come at you all at the mouth, telling you everything and all the good things and making you feel like, wow, they got it together, like they're on top of their game. Don't fall for it. If they're coming at you and they're lying, trying to manipulate you into believing this hype, you know the truth eventually comes to the surface for everyone, and you will be able to see it, notice it, and move out the way. And that's exactly what Spirit is telling you. If you were deceived or hurt, this is the time for you to heal and remain honest. Do not lose your integrity just because this energy came around you. This energy is everywhere. You have to learn to maneuver around it, and that's what you're doing. You're maneuvering around this type of energy. And that's exactly what Spirit wants you to do. Don't lose this part of you. Don't lose your integrity, and heal. Okay? Okay, Virgo, so that is your reading for your sign during the Venus retrograde. I hope you enjoyed it. Hello, Libra. How are you? We are going to get into your reading of what Spirit has for you, wants you to know during this Venus retrograde in Scorpio season. In Scorpio. So, Spirit, what are the messages you have for Libra during Venus retrograde in Scorpio? What are the messages that you have for Libra during this Venus retrograde? Ooh, this wants to come out clearly. The Chariot card. So definitely a lot of signs getting this card. You need to stay focused on what you have going on. Keep that drive. Stay empowered. This is not the time to procrastinate. This is not the time to lose focus. Remain self-controlled in what you're doing. This is not the time to go off the top and get emotional. Remain focused, remain in control, and keep that drive. Okay? That's what Spirit wants you to know right now. So let's get into your direction. Spirit, what is the direction for Libra during this Venus retrograde season in Scorpio? Okay. We have the Ten of Swords that talks about dropping something. Something's dead. Let it go. So let's get some clarity on what this might be. Let's clarify the Ten of Swords. Okay, so it is clarified by the Two of Diamonds, which talks about an unapproved love affair, an unapproved business relationship like Romeo and Juliet. So this clarifies the Ten of Wands. So this might be the time that you're letting it go. Whatever secret love affair or secret business affair you have, you're definitely letting it go. And Spirit is telling you to remain in self-control. Don't get overly emotional about it, but get back to what you love. That focus and that drive that you have for yourself. Get back to that. And your direction, it looks like you're letting something go that was not even, it wasn't something to, this was a situation that people would have disagreed with anyway. Not to say that people should rule your life, but at the same time, you don't want to be in a situation that's going to cause, you know, love and business. It's very hard to mix business with pleasure, and maybe you're seeing that and realizing that, and you're deciding to let it go. And Spirit is telling you to keep your willpower, keep your drive and your focus. You know, when you mix business with pleasure, You know, it's going to cause for a lot of gossip, and people are going to have their words to say and their points to give to you. But still, Spirit is saying, don't focus on that. Focus on what you want. Stay empowered with what you have going for yourself. Okay? So, I am going to leave you with an additional tip from Elite Daily for you at this time. So, your additional tip is try to avoid overspending on things you don't truly need. Remain in control. Luxury is an illusion during this time, so don't fall victim to the charm. Focus on loving yourself instead of needing approval from others. Focus on loving yourself. You don't need anyone telling you, you know, that you should feel a certain way or this is how you should be. You don't need their approval. You are who you are, okay? And that's all you need to be. Don't dumb yourself down to fit in with the crowd. It's time to embrace your independence. So maybe you were in a situation, this unapproved love affair, and this person was trying to tell you the way you should live your life, or you felt like in order to be in this relationship, you had to dumb yourself down. You had to act like stereotypical in order to feel accepted. Maybe in a sense you feel like, you know, I don't want to feel so outcast. I want to feel like I'm in the in crowd. So I'm going to do this and do that to feel like I'm in the in crowd, to attract someone to me. You don't need to do that. Let that go. And I see you letting that go. People that don't love you for who you are, they don't deserve you, okay? Drop it and embrace your independence. Remain in control of your emotions and focus on that. Focus on what you love. Focus on your passions. Focus on what you care about. These are the things that you need to have a driving force for. Not this. This is something that, you know, other people who know you and know your energy would probably be like, what are you doing with someone like that? Like, that's not even your type. Like, this is not someone I would envision you being with, you know? It's time to let it go and focus on your independence. Okay, Libra? So those are the messages for you. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that this Venus retrograde opens up amazing possibilities for you. Okay, bye, Libra. Hey, Scorpio, welcome to your Venus in retrograde in Scorpio reading. So I pulled a card for you before my battery died, but my battery died before that, so I pulled it and was talking about it, and my battery was dead, or my memory was full, one or the other. And it was your card. It was a Scorpio card. So because I'm re-recording, I'm going to reshuffle, but keep in mind that you are very sensitive at this time and you're going to go through a lot of change, okay? But we're going to do this over. Okay, so Spirit, what are the messages for Scorpio during this Venus in retrograde time? Okay, 2 cards came out for you. We have the Emperor. The Emperor talks about having responsibility and authority. It talks about stability and taking action on something. And it also came out with the Hanged Man. And that talks about sacrificing something, letting something go. So definitely Spirit is telling you to take action on something and let something else go. get ready for some change. Because when we let something go, something else is put in its place. And whatever is put in its place, the universe is telling you to take action on that. So these are definitely energies that will be helpful for you. Pisces is a very intuitive sign. Pisces, this sign talks about isolating yourself. So, you know, whatever this change is happening for you, it will require you to isolate, or you will feel like isolating yourself. But this is an Aries and a Scorpio card. So just remember to stay on top of the things you need to stay on top of during this change or this sacrifice, or this time you're isolating yourself, getting ready to let go of something. Spirit is telling you to stay responsible, stay on top of things, and take action. Stay stable during this time. Keep your stability, okay? So let's look into your direction, Scorpio. What is your direction for Scorpios during this Venus in retrograde time in Scorpio? What is the direction for Scorpios during the Venus retrograde? Okay, so we've got the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands talks about someone that just came back from battle. They don't have very much else. Like, it's like all their other wands are gone. They only have one wand left, okay? So you're going to be feeling like you've gone through so much. And this is probably the feeling you're going to feel during this change. Maybe you feel like you have to sacrifice something in order to get the stability you want. But just know the universe is saying whatever sacrifice you're making will make your life more stable. You will feel like you can take authority over your life finally. You will feel like you have you can control all the responsibilities you have. You will be able to take control of that and take action on that. But you have to sacrifice something, and you might be feeling like the Nine of Wands, or the Nine of Swords, which talks about being stuck in your head. But definitely use this time to get by yourself, be alone. Maybe listen to spirit. That will help you, especially if you're feeling like you only have one more wand left. Use that time to yourself. That will help you with this part. Okay, so let's clarify the Nine of Wands. Can we get clarity for the Nine of Wands for Scorpio during this Venus retrograde season? Okay. So this card flipped over. This is the Nine of Spades. It talks about bad luck, depression, anxiety, low energy. So maybe you're feeling like this. Maybe this process, you might not be taking it so easy. But Spirit is telling you isolate. And Spirit is telling you stay stable, stay strong. This is an Emperor energy, but it's also it's an Aries energy, but it's also your energy too, okay? So you have the knowledge, you know what to do, you know how to take responsibility. Stay in that. Be the Emperor at this time. Even though you might feel low in energy, you might have anxiety, and bad luck might be around you. Isolate yourself from that. If you have to isolate yourself and sacrifice some things in order to get back to this Emperor energy, then do it. Because this is not, this is definitely not going to last for you. And it's not something you should surround yourself with at this time. So if you are feeling like this, take some time to yourself, and don't be afraid to let go of all those other wands, okay? Those wands of bad luck, depression, anxiety. He has let that go, and he's like, look, I got one more, and I'm standing strong. That's what you need to do. Stand strong with your one wand. Sacrifice all the other ones and stand strong with one. That's okay that you only have one. You be proud of that one you have, okay? You find stability in that one you have. You take action with that one wand you have. Yeah, you've been through a lot. Yeah, it's caused you all of this low energy, depression, and bad luck, and pain and loss. Yeah, it's caused that. But you still have one wand. You're still out there. And that's something to respect, okay? Definitely, if you need to isolate, Spirit is saying isolate, get away from all that, and keep your one wand and be proud of it, okay, Scorpio? This is going to really be intense for you, and those are messages that you needed to hear. So here is an additional message for you, Scorpio, from Elite Daily. And this will help you as well during this time. Okay. So, the message is, be mindful of insecurities you could feel about your appearance and lovability. All these other wands are not necessary, because maybe these are, this might be a wand of insecurity. This might be a wand of anxiety. This might be a wand of, pain. You don't need that. Be mindful of it, like, okay, they're behind me, but that's where they need to be. The first step is recognizing where they are, and they are behind me. Remember that you are enough. Scorpio, you are enough. That's all you need is one wand. That's all it takes is one wand, one thought, one step in the right direction. That's the first thing you need, and that's all you need to create it. Because after you create that one step, what's the next step you're going to take? You're just going to keep going from there. Don't feel like, oh, I don't have all these other ones, so I won't be able to do, I can't do it. No, isolate yourself from that mindset and be proud of what you have. Take action with your one wand, okay? No matter what anyone else may think. People might be coming up to you like, okay, well, that's not gonna do very much. You only got one wand. What's that gonna do? Okay, people laughed at Noah when he was building the ark until the rain came, okay? Let them laugh, because those are going to be the same people that are coming up to you when you really get it together, and your one wand creates this awesome insight on something, or this awesome creative venture. And then they're going to be coming up to you saying, how'd you do it? I remember when you had, those are going to be your fans, okay? So be mindful of that. Whatever people think, let them think what they think, because when it turns around for you, and letting them go, letting those mindsets go, getting back to this will create a new mindset for you, and those people will become fans, okay? Your biggest fans, okay? Also, try not to overcompensate by overspending to quiet negative feelings. Don't lure on people you don't truly want to be with. So, if these are thoughts, or these are things you want, or these are people that you feel like is just something that you feel you may need at the time to help you get through, be mindful of those energies. Realize, okay, I know the only reason I want this is because I feel like it will make me feel better. Sacrifice. Okay? Tell yourself, if I can go one day without looking at that, or if I can change my focus on something else, you're actually going to train your mind to be able to have a lot of self-control. So just remind yourself, okay, you know what, that's just me wanting to fill a void, because, you know, I'm lacking in this area. I only have one wand, so me buying this and this and this is just to fill a void. Realize it, connect with it, let it go. Sacrifice that thought. And people, you know, if you're like, I'm lonely, or I feel lonely, and, you know, me being around these people, I don't really care to be around these people or this person, but it'll just help with this feeling of, you know, feeling alone. Realize that's just a thought. You don't have to connect to that thought. Be happy with your one rod. Sacrifice. Okay? This is a time to sacrifice a lot and let go of a lot. It's needed because they don't serve you any good. They keep you here. So, Scorpio, don't be afraid to do that. You don't need all of this. This is not a requirement for you. Let it go and find happiness in your one wand, okay? Find your responsibility within that, because some people don't have a wand. Some people don't have it, and there are going to be people that, you know, you fix up your wand, you be creative with your wand, and people are probably going to become jealous that you are being so, how are you so happy with only one wand? At least you have a wand. You know, some people don't have that. And some people have all these wands and still ain't happy. So you be happy with your one wand, and the universe will give you more and more and more. But it's time to sacrifice and let go and be grateful for what we have. Okay? So that is your message, Scorpio. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you take this Venus retrograde time as a time to reflect on everything. Okay? I'm wishing you good luck. Hello, Sagittarius. Thank you for coming to my channel. This is going to be your Venus retrograde reading. What does Spirit have for you? What is Spirit wanting you to know during this Venus retrograde season in Scorpio? What is Spirit wanting you to know during Venus retrograde in Scorpio? Spirit, what is your messages for Sagittarius? Okay. We have the High Priestess. So, the High Priestess talks about balance. It talks about being intuitive. It talks about having psychic abilities. This is going to be a time where you need to connect with Spirit, because Spirit's going to have some messages for you, Sagittarius. Spirit is going to be having downloads. You're going to be feeling like you're psychic. You're going to be very intuitive. You're going to be super sensitive, okay? So remain balanced and listen to Spirit. That's what Spirit has for you. Let's see, look into your direction at this time. What is the direction for Sagittarius during this Venus retrograde season in Scorpio? Ooh. Okay, so I'm going to take them. Oh, wow. Okay. We have the Page of Cups. This is an offer from a young person that is just like they're feeling you. You get it looks like a love offer. The Ace of Cups. So they really want this. And I mean, these could be two different people, because these are two different energies. This is someone that's not really serious, and then this is someone that's the universe is offering you something. So if it's the same person, they really want something serious with you right now, Sagittarius. This is a love offer by two or one person, but you also have the Ten of Wands. So the Ten of Wands talks about letting something go. So Sagittarius, it seems like your direction is like not taking the offers at all. Let's get some clarity. Can I get clarity for the Ace of Cups, the Page of Cups, and the Ten of Swords for Sagittarius during this Venus retrograde? Can I get clarity for the Ace of Cups, the Page of Cups, and the Ten of Swords for Sagittarius? Okay, so 3 cards came out. We have the Three of Hearts, which is a caution card. It also means saying something that you'll regret. We have the Queen of Diamonds, which is a woman who loves partying and gossiping. And we have the Queen of Clubs, which is an attractive, self-confident woman. Okay, so I feel like these may be two different people offering you something. I feel like this Queen of Diamonds connects to this Page of Cups, because the Queen of Diamonds talks about a woman that likes to party and gossip, and that is kind of the energy of the Page of Cups. They like to party, they want to have fun, and they want to express their love to you. This offer from the universe might be connected to this Queen of Clubs, which is an attractive and self-confident woman. So, woman or man, but these are female energies. You've got offers coming in this month, Sagittarius. And, you know, the Three of Hearts talks about caution, saying something you might regret. So maybe you say something that ends it. These love offers that come, maybe they say something that ends it, you say something that ends it, or you're being told to be cautious. Listen out for what, things they might say. Spirit is telling you to remain balanced at this time and listen to your intuition. Your intuition will tell you what to do. But I definitely see love on the table for you, whether it's from the universe or it's a page energy. Oh, this is the universe and this is the page. Okay, so whether it's that or the other one, I don't see you really taking it serious, or maybe your words or their words, you're just kind of like rude, like, I don't want to go away, like, you might be saying things that are kind of like vulgar, like, oh my gosh, really, like, wow, okay, like, but Spirit is telling you, stay balanced, don't get too over the top, be cautious. This is also a cautious card. Even though you may feel like going off on someone, just stay balanced within yourself. Be self-reflective. Like, sometimes you can say things that are hurtful, and you can say it and not think anything of it, but it really affects people. So definitely Spirit is telling you, you're going to have psychic abilities. You're going to know if what you're saying might be hurtful to people. You're going to be sensitive to that, sensitive to people's feelings. So definitely be cautious with your words right now, Sagittarius. Okay, those are the messages. And I have an additional message from Elite Daily. And this is your additional message that will help you during this Venus retrograde season, okay? So it says, avoid obsessive patterns of materialistic thoughts. Don't allow guilt to bury you in despair, okay? So definitely, if these are all thoughts that you're like, oh my gosh, like this person wants me, but she's a queen and it's from the universe and it's something that I would probably like, but I don't have all that stuff she has. Or this person that's partying and gossiping, she wants me, but I don't feel like hanging out with her and partying with her. She's petty or whatever. Don't let that be, don't be in despair because you feel like you don't measure up, or the people that want you, you don't want them. Don't get in despair because, you know, the offers, you don't feel up to par, or, you know, the offer is not really what you want. Don't let that bury you, okay? Resist the temptation to keep secrets from loved ones, okay? Try not to stress over being the center of attention. So be open with the ones you love. Remain balanced. Don't go off emotionally at this time, okay? Don't try to be the center of attention. You're getting love offers. It might boost your ego, and you might forget like about the people that really care about you. But Spirit is telling you, you know, to connect to that inner part within. You know, you can tell when people are feeling like you're not being loving to them, like you're not being open with the people you love. They can tell when your love is not being connected to them as much. So keep that in mind, okay? Balance time spent between your lover and your friends. Steer clear of social conflict. Okay, that also talks about this. Be cautious about, you know, your words. They might be very hurtful to people. What you say really can have an effect on people at this time. This is a very sensitive time. And balance the time you spend with your lover and with friends. This, at the same time, might be your friends. This might be your lover. You know, and you know, they both want time with you, they both want love from you, and you're trying to figure out, how do I balance all of this? Spirit is saying remain balanced. And you know, it might be hard for you, and you might feel stressed at having to balance your love between the two. Spirit is saying listen to your intuition. It will guide you on what to do, okay? And be very cautious of how you speak to people, because it might hurt. It might be like very detrimental, the things you say. Okay, Sagittarius, so that is your reading. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope it resonated with you and can help you during this time. Hello, Capricorn. Welcome to your Venus Retrograde and Scorpio reading. I had to take a break to sage and burn some oil because I had a lot of colorful interruptions and a lot of different energies so far, and messages coming in. So I've cleared everything to focus on your reading, Capricorn. So Spirit, what are the energies and the messages that Capricorn needs to hear during this Venus retrograde and Scorpio season? Spirit, what are the messages for Capricorn during this Venus retrograde and Scorpio season? Spirit, what are the messages for Capricorn during this Venus retrograde and Scorpio season? Okay. We have the Empress card. So, Capricorn, this is a time to meditate, get back into nature, to realize who you are and how beautiful you are. This may be a creative time for you. Spirit is saying, get creative. Share those ideas, explore those ideas within yourself, and definitely connect to the women around you. Give them a heads up, let them know you love them. This is a time, this is the time of Libra, so this is a Libra card. And so yeah, you might be feeling like thoughts of family might be lingering, but Spirit says, you know, get creative, definitely get back into nature, and remember how beautiful you are. Okay, Capricorn, so let's get into your direction. Spirit, what is the direction of Capricorn during this Venus retrograde and Scorpio season? What is the direction for Capricorn? Okay, we have the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords talks about deception. This is an air quality sign. So we're going to get clarity on this card. But your direction is maybe walking away from deception, or you might be feeling deceptive. So let's see what the clarity says. What is the clarity card for the Seven of Swords for Capricorn? What is the clarity card for Capricorn regarding the Seven of Swords? Okay. 3 cards popped out. We have the Nine of Spades, which talks about bad luck, depression, anxiety, pain, loss. We also have the Four of Diamonds, which talks about receiving an inheritance, receiving money, a large deposit, a lottery win. And we also have the Queen of Diamonds, which is a woman who likes to party and gossip and flirts. So I would say the energies here regarding this air quality, this is also connecting to air, and this talks about bad luck, depression, pain, loss, anxiety, low energy. So this is a direction. It says this is your direction. So or this might be someone around you that is giving you this, or having these qualities, possessing these qualities. Both of these are air signs, and both of these are, you know, the negative connotations attached to it, have negative connotations. So if you know an air sign, or if you're connecting with an air sign, be mindful that they are being very deceptive at this time. Okay, this Queen of Hearts is a Queen of Hearts, I'm sorry, Queen of Diamonds is an earth energy, and this is a woman who likes to party and gossip. So if you are connecting with these people, be mindful that there are deceptive energies around you, and it might be because you may be receiving some inheritance. So the Four of Diamonds talks about winning the lottery, winning you know, a certain amount of money being given to you, or receiving an inheritance. It's just a large deposit of money that is clarified. So with money comes problems, Capricorn. So at this time, be mindful that deceptive energies are going to be around you. They're going to be deceiving you, making you think that, oh, you know, hey, let's have fun, let's party, but they really just want to spend your money. You know, let's hang out and be close and be friends, but they just want a piece of the pie, so to speak. So be mindful of that, Capricorn. Or you know, if this is you wanting to be deceptive and party and stuff, just be mindful. You know, the spirit is telling you, get back to nature, remind yourself of who you are. You are fulfilled alone. So I really do see this as other energies. It could be any sign, any person. They could just have these qualities, these deceptive qualities, and wanting to party and just willing to spend whatever money or whatever, when you receive, the people wanting to spend it, they might be making you feel like, oh, you know, let's all have fun together. Like, it's all about having fun together. And Spirit is telling you, you can find fulfillment within yourself. Beautify yourself. Use it on yourself. Get back to nature. Get back to the basics. Ground yourself during this time, okay? Because these energies are going to be around you and they're going to want a piece of the pie, okay? So that is your messages for this time, Capricorn. Now I'm going to go into your last message by Elite Daily. That will also help you during this time, Capricorn, okay? So the message says, don't participate in drama with friends. So yes, I do see this as friends bringing drama. Don't take advantage of others and don't allow yourself to be taken advantage of, okay? This is, you know, if this is a friend receiving this, don't get in this energy where you want to take advantage of them or for what they have. You know, Spirit is saying you are fulfilled by yourself. You don't need to take advantage of people in order to feel fulfilled. You know, if you're receiving this, I do think it's you, because this is an earth sign as well. Spirit is saying, don't let friends take advantage of you. Know who you are and be beautiful. Stand in that beauty, okay? Take care of your personal life and avoid making your career more important than love. Okay, so like I said, take care of you. That's what's important, okay? If you're not taking care of, how are you going to be able to take care of other people and have fun with people if you're not feeling up to par, okay? So make sure to take care of you, but at the same time, find balance. Don't make your career more important than love. Check up on the people you love, the women in your life that you care about. Make sure they're okay. Remind them that you love them. You know, show love to those people, not to the friends around you that are gonna just want you for what you have, wanting to hang out with you and be friends with you because of what you have. Okay? Practice truthfulness and honor instead of superficiality. Okay? This card is all about loving yourself and being happy within, finding truth, that truth of self gratitude, being thankful for the things you have, okay? This is going to be a time where you're going to see who's really for you and who's just there for your money, okay? So, Capricorn, keep that in mind right now, okay? Love on those that really care about you, those people that are close to you. Take care of yourself and be happy with that. Don't get caught up in, oh, I got this, I'm going to just go buy this and party with these people and forget about the people I love. No. The Spirit is saying do the opposite of that. Don't give in to superficiality, okay? And take care of those people close to you at this time. All right, Capricorn, so that is your message for this Venus retrograde. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope it resonated. Okay, thank you. Hello, Aquarius. This is your Venus retrograde in Scorpio reading. So let's get into it. Spirit, what are the messages for Aquarius during this Venus retrograde in Scorpio season? What are the messages for Aquarius, Spirit, during this Venus retrograde in Scorpio season? Okay. we have the Tower card, okay? So Aquarius, faulty foundations are crumbling right now. It's going to happen. There might be some quarrels. There might be, you know, accidents. So be careful. You know, there's a sensitivity to that at this time, but definitely sudden changes. So prepare yourself, all right? The universe is telling you that this is coming. You know, faulty foundations are going to crumble. All right, so let's see, let's look into your direction at this time. Spirit, what is the direction for Aquarius during this Venus retrograde in Scorpio season? What is the direction for Aquarius during this Venus retrograde in Scorpio season? Oh, one flipped over, two flipped over. I'm going to take them. We have the Knight of Swords, which talks about fast communication coming in really fast. Like, it's passion coming in, but it's just full throttle. All right. And the Nine of Cups, which talks about someone that is emotionally stable, single, and just like, yeah, I'm good, you know. So this is air quality. So this might be you rushing into something, like passionately giving an offer to someone. This might be, you know, to someone that is emotionally stable or feels you know, single and just satisfied. You know, they have all their ducks in a row. And they're just like, yeah, I'm sitting pretty and I'm here. And you might feel like rushing into them. So let's get some clarity to see. All right, so Spirit, can we clarify the Knight of Swords and the Nine of Cups? Spirit, what is the clarity for the Nine of Swords and the Nine of Cups for Aquarius during this Venus retrograding Scorpio season? What is the clarity for the Knight of Swords and the Nine of Cups for Aquarius during this Venus retrograde in Scorpio season? What are the messages? What is the clarity for the Nine of Swords and the Nine of Cups for Aquarius? What is the messages? Spirit, one card. Okay. All right. Okay. So we have the Two of Diamonds that popped out, which talks about an unapproved love affair, unapproved business relationship, like Romeo and Juliet kind of. So you may be wanting to rush into someone that's single and stable and happy within themselves, but it's clarified by the Two of Diamonds, which indicates an unapproved love affair. Okay, so Aquarius, Spirit is telling you that it's going to crumble. Like, get ready for the crumble. It's not the best thing for you. It's not built on a stable foundation. You need something that's stable. The foundation has to be stable. If it's not stable, it's going to crumble. So Spirit is telling you that all things that are not stable are going to crumble. So if this is you coming in, trying to express your love to someone, the odds are not necessarily in your favor. You know, this person is riding in, like, kind of overly confident. The horse is a little scared. They're just pushing it to the limit, full throttle. And they're not really thinking about, they're not taking the steps and really thinking about, taking the time to process, you know, what they're really doing. They're just going for it. And although at times that's necessary, at this particular time, during this particular retrograde, the cards are saying that this love affair is not approved. A lot of people would probably think, you two aren't, what are you two doing together? Maybe this person is looking attractive to you and you're like, what's up? But you know, Spirit is also telling you that if this foundation is not sturdy, it's going to crumble. If you haven't thought about it, if you're just going off on emotions and quick thinking and quick wit, it's going to crumble. You need time to process what you're doing. Think logically, Aquarius, okay? So any love offers you're getting or you're taking on, if you're coming in with this energy, it's not stable enough, Aquarius, okay? And if this is you and people are coming in because they see you're single and you're satisfied with yourself and people are attracting to you, if they're coming in with this energy, Spirit is saying there's going to be problems because it's not sturdy, okay? So keep that in mind right now, Aquarius. So your very last tip will come from Elite Daily, and this will also help you during this time. So this tip states, avoid workaholic tendencies if they're harming your personal life. Stop putting on a show for people who don't matter. All right. So, if you're single, be mindful when falling for a mysterious or secretive new lover. If you're in a relationship, don't sabotage it because of a passing desire for freedom. So, if this is you being single and happy, be mindful of these secret lovers that are going to be trying to come in and hit it and quit it and all this other stuff, and let's do something together, and come on, you're single, I'm single. Like, don't fall victim to that. It's not something for you. Spirit is saying that's not going to work, you know. If you're in a relationship, don't sabotage it by a passing desire for freedom. If you're in a relationship and there's this, you know, nice, cute girl that's got your eye, don't try to get some hit it and quit it energy. Like, hey, what's up? Let's just do something real quick on the side and no one has to know. And, you know, maybe we could be. That's not going to work. You know, it's going to crumble, and it's probably going to have a serious effect on your relationship. So really think about that, Aquarius. Unless you're ready, if you're ready to leave a relationship, it's best to just drop it and then pursue this person. Because if you're trying to juggle two things, Spirit is saying that's not going to work either. It's going to crumble. You're going to get caught. There's going to be arguments. You're going to cause problems in your relationship that really didn't need to be there in the first place. Okay, so, and also it's saying don't put on a show for people who don't matter. Don't be all overly expressive for someone that's not, they're focused on them, you know. Don't try to overdo it, and don't become like this serious workaholic, because it's gonna really harm your personal life. If this is you being single and you're like, you know, I don't see you becoming very much of a workaholic, but if you are, try to find that healthy balance, okay? Because you don't want to go into the dating world with this energy, because people are going to think, oh, you're not serious, you just want a hit it and quit it, when you're like, oh, I don't have time to date, but I want some. And it's like, take the time to balance your life first, okay? The dating world isn't going anywhere. Balance your life so that you can have a room to date, and that will work better. And don't feel like you have to be this, push it to the limit just to show people who you are and to show off. Because these people, they're not worried about you like that. They're satisfied within themselves. They don't need it. They're not in need of an extra partner, so to speak. So definitely keep that in mind too, Aquarius, okay? So those were your messages for the Venus retrograde for you. I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you for watching. Pisces, last but certainly not least, we are going to get into your Venus retrograde in Scorpio reading, okay? So Spirit, what are the energies for Pisces during this Venus retrograde in Scorpio time? Oh, so Spirit is sending you the Emperor energy. This energy is all about responsibility, taking action, knowledge. It's about just having authority over your situation. So Spirit is telling you, stay in this power. You know, take action on the things you need to take action on. You know what this is. Get into this power, okay? So let's look into your direction. Okay, Spirit, what are the energies for Pisces regarding their direction during this Venus retrograde in Scorpio season? What is the direction for Pisces, Spirit, during this Venus retrograde in Scorpio season? Okay. You have the King of Cups. This is a person, a king, that is very in touch with his feelings, but he does not express it. And he is holding it in because he doesn't want people, he wants people to see that he's above his emotions and his emotions don't have him. So he barely has his foot in the water. It's not, he's not even touching the water. From far away, you may think, oh, he has a little, shows a little, but really when you get up close, his foot has not touched the water at all. So that's your direction. Let's get some clarity on the King of Cups. Okay, let's put that on. Okay. Spirit, what is the clarity for the King of Cups for Pisces during this Venus retrograde season? Okay, so we have the Eight of Diamonds. The Eight of Diamonds talks about marriage, travel that happens in life, or financial ups and downs. Since this clarified this King of Cups, if you are going through financial ups and downs, you're not expressing it. But this card also talks about, mostly it talks about marriage, travel, and travel that happens later in life. So if you are considering marriage or traveling, that's something you're keeping under wraps. You're not expressing these emotions, and Spirit is telling you to understand the emotions you have, take action on the things that you have responsibility for. And I see you doing that. Just stay stable within your emotions. I see you doing that though, being that the King of Cups is over his emotions. If you are considering someone, you're not expressing it. You're kind of stabilizing yourself and taking action over, you know, things that, business things and work things that involve, you know, work life. I don't really see you connecting very much with love or expressing it at this time. You're kind of keeping your emotions in. You have some stuff on your plate that you're taking charge over and you feel is more important than love right now. So yeah, this one's actually a little cut and dry. So if you are talking to someone, you're not showing it. If you feel like, oh, I could marry that person, you're not showing it. You're focused on work and what you are passionate about, which, you know, in essence is what Spirit is guiding you to do. So You know, this is not the time to focus on that. So, and if you are traveling, have fun. But as far as like marriage and meeting people, you might, but you're not going to just be overly expressive of, oh my gosh, I really like you, or oh my gosh, like I can see so many things we could do together. No, you're kind of like, you know, taking action on stability, like that. I mean, it could be you taking action on love, but because you came in as the King of Cups, you're not being open to it. You're kind of not opening up your emotions. So, you know, this Venus in retrograde season, it has you more head to the pavement, grind type of energy. You're on your grind right now. And, you know, if it is that you're experiencing ups and downs, you're not telling people about it. You're not showing an emotion on it. You're taking care of it. You're taking action on it. You know, you're being very, you're having control over your life and getting stability over your life, which is ultimately, you know, that's the first thing you need to focus on right now anyways. Like, if you feel like you're not stable, you know, and you have to get a lot of things situated in your life, definitely, you know, put love on the back burner and get that stuff done. You know, once that is cleared away and, you know, you feel like you can breathe a little bit, then, you know, if you want to go into the love aspect of your life, go right ahead. But right now you're handling business and you're very emotional, but you're not gonna be expressive with it. So let's see a final tip from Elite Daily that will help you during this time as well. Okay, Pisces? So for your final tip, we have: don't break important commitments you made to others for the sake of adventure. Okay, so this talks about staying responsible. Maybe you do have a commitment that you're tied to, or responsibilities you have to others that you need to attend to. You know, Spirit is saying don't break that. Stick to what you're supposed to be doing. Just for like a quick adventure. I mean, this card does talk about travel, marriage and travel later in life. So if you want to like go on an adventure with someone and you're like, oh my gosh, this is just, I just want to have fun with people. It's okay to have fun, Pisces, but don't do it at the cost of your commitments. You know, stick true to what you said you're going to do for people. You know, get responsible with that. You know, that's what you need to be focused on. Okay, try to avoid being lazy and indulgent when pursuing higher goals. So this energy of wanting to travel or wanting to like procrastinate, I don't see that energy here. I see you not being not opening up to people. So I hope that doesn't mean like you're not like taking care of responsibilities, because your energy is to do that. So just be mindful. Don't be avoidant at this time when pursuing your higher goals. Okay, resist the temptation to start drama in your life, in your love life, to make things more exciting. Okay, so this card does talk about marriage and travel. If you're thinking like, okay, my life is boring and I'm over my emotions, but now I'm bored and I want some excitement, don't get excitement at the cost of you know, creating drama. You know, if you are traveling and there are people around that you're tempted, to be with. If you know those people are not for you, don't even start anything with them, because that's not gonna, you know, hold any real value with you. And at the end of the day, it won't work out, and you wasted all this time and energy on someone that wasn't for you. You know what I mean? So if you are traveling, happy travels, bon voyage. But keep in mind, you know, especially if you're feeling tempted, don't do it at the expense of your happiness, okay? Even if you're bored. If you're bored, go on a journey, have fun, sightsee. But, you know, when it comes to love, if the person that is not on your level emotionally to where they want to commit and be serious, don't waste your time. You know, don't even befriend that. There are many other ways you can create fun in your life, okay? Be mindful of being jealous or obsessive in a relationship. So if you are in a relationship, this talks about not opening up. Maybe if you are feeling jealous or whatever, you guys are traveling and you're looking good, they're looking good, and people are looking, and you're feeling these feelings and you're not opening up, definitely keep that in mind, okay? Take action. Universe is saying take action. So express how you feel. Express how it's making you feel. Don't get into an energy where you're not going to open up and express how you feel, because how are they supposed to know? And if you do tell them and they're not taking your feelings into consideration, that should be a red flag, okay? All right, so those are the messages for you, okay? Just remain in a power of taking control of what's going on, responsibilities. Don't lag on your responsibilities, and open up. You know, even though this card popped out, this is the direction you're going into. I would say this is good if, you know, there are people around you that aren't serious. Yeah, you can take on this energy of the King of Cups of not opening up. But if you're in a relationship and traveling and, you know, you're becoming jealous or obsessive and you're holding this in, that's not good. Express yourself. Don't be controlling with that person. Express how you feel and let them, you know, hear your emotions, hear you out. You don't have to be this way if you're in a relationship, okay? Take action, okay? Okay, so that is going to be your reading for your sign during the Venus retrograde in Scorpio. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share, and I will see you next time. Bye.